Good morning, Skye, and hello to everyone watching. Welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different to the rest of the series. It's going to be more chat-based, casual. I'm going to be talking just to you guys. It feels like a good break, so let's get into it. Welcome to my Let's Play series in The Sims 4, Life of Skye. We are on episode 12, and this is our main character Skye, just getting ready for school. I am going to use this episode, and I'll tell you why this one in particular in a moment, but I'm going to use this episode as a pit stop in the series just to discuss the series and tell you about some behind the scenes bits, answer some questions, share some spoilers, and talk to you about what I've learned and what I'm changing in the series. So let's get into it. I've decided to start with your questions. It feels like the polite thing to do. It's an honour to get any questions. My friends have been kind enough to send some to me, and I've had a couple from people who have watched. So thank you. Yeah, and I'm not just going to leave you on red like that, so let's go. The first question that I've had is what inspired the story of Life of Skye, and that is such a good question. Thank you. The story, I suppose, is a product really of the way I play The Sims, which is long lifespan, slow, cozy gameplay, also quite a lot of drama for a cozy gameplay, which you'll see in coming episodes. But yeah, I think that I wanted to make something that was true to the way that I play The Sims. So we've got a long, slow burn romance, deep, complex friendships, characters in a community who are intertwined, who know each other outside of our main character, but who also will develop unique relationships with her. And on a more kind of surface level, it's inspired by shows like Gilmore Girls and other cozy autumnal stories that I enjoy myself. Skye's going to go to school now, and we'll catch up with her afterwards. Okay, while Skye gets stuck into her project, I'm going to answer more of your questions. Who is your favourite character besides Skye? I got asked, and my favourite character might surprise some of you, but it is Fox. I adore him. I think he is just such a beautiful and complex character. He's a really nice person. He's been through and seen some shit, and he is very similar to Skye. No surprises that he's my favourite because of that. Yeah, they have a lot of similarities, and their stories run very parallel actually, which I'm very excited to explore as we go forward. What are your favourite and least favourite things, parts of making Life of Skye? Well, I'll answer first my favourite part. My favourite part of making Life of Skye is playing the game. I enjoy the setup, the cast stuff. You know, I'm a very detail-oriented Sims player. I frequently change their outfits. I move little items into their houses. I redecorate. I don't really go into that on screen, but my favourite part is actually getting in there after I've set everything up and just playing through a storyline. And actually, just a little offshoot of that, my absolute favourite thing is when my Sims surprise me. So when they do something autonomously within the confines of the story and the setup I've created, that takes me by surprise that day. My least favourite thing about making Life of Skye is going to be a cliche, and maybe this will change in the future, but right now I really don't have a least favourite. I wouldn't be playing The Sims on a YouTube channel if I didn't want to. This gives me an excuse to play The Sims, and I'm playing in a way that's enjoyable to me, and I know that I could grind harder. I know that I could probably make better thumbnails or whatever, but I'm doing it in a way that is fun for me, and I'm hoping that that comes across and is also funner. I hope it's more fun for you because of that. I don't really, see the point. This is not an income stream for me. This is just me having fun. So I don't really see the point pushing myself in a way that makes it unenjoyable. Who was your favourite Sim to make in the series? Absolutely no hesitation. It was Skye. But if I was choosing a Sim other than Skye, it was Monday, who is... You haven't met her yet in where you are in the series, but I'm about 10 episodes ahead of you, and you will meet her very soon. Next question. what was your favourite build to make for the series? And for me it was Painter's Park, which is the park with the little gazebo bandstand thing in the middle of it that we visit. I've got a different version for each season. I made autumn and spring, I believe, and my friend Amber made summer and winter. Although, you know, we did that as a build collaboration. I have modified the winter one for the series, and I will be probably modifying the summer one so that they're all, you know, my builds. But yeah, those are my favorite builds to make by far. I just think they're so cute, and they are so kind of versatile when it comes to the series. Really also enjoyed the cat cafe, and in fact I've loved all the builds, but the cat cafe and the animal rescue also such fun. Oh wait, Brick Lane, the shops, I've loved everything. I really like this series and I like making it, so yeah, I can't even. But the shops that you see in episode 3, they are my favourite. Yeah, I'm gonna settle on them. They are my ultimate favourite. Next question, what has been your favourite episode so far? That is a really good question, and I'm going to answer it twofold. My favourite episode so far that you have seen is the last one. I absolutely loved that episode. I thought it was so funny. I loved that Leo and Skye kept being in each other's vicinity, and I just could not stop laughing at them. That was an example of when my Sims surprised me, which I mentioned earlier, so anything like that happens is always going to have my heart. I am actually 10 episodes ahead of you, so I have just finished, well, over 10 episodes actually, because I've just finished filming episode 23 and we're on episode 12 here. So yeah, my ultimate favourite episode has to be either episode 22, which is called Love to See It, or episode 19, which is called Feeling Blue. Now, I love 19 because Skye's really sad and then something really magical happens that turns her sadness into just wholesomeness, and I don't know, that episode really lifted my spirits, lifted my heart, and it really meant a lot to me. And then episode 22, which is Love to See It, I enjoy because it is a star focused episode, which I've been promising for a long time, and we've got a few of them in quick succession. But yeah, as you can see from the thumbnail, she has a bit of a cute thing going on with another sim, and I think she deserves that. So yeah, I love that episode for that reason. It's just very, very, very cute. Next question is, what are you looking forward to most in the series? And honestly, because of where I'm at in playing, I'm just done with episode 23. I'm looking forward to episode, let me think, 24. I'm really looking forward to. It is some Winterfest preparation, and I've just finished building my winter version of Painter's Park, because Skye and Star are going to go and choose a Christmas tree together, and I think that's just so cute. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this like kind of Winterfest period before we go into kind of the gloomy January, February months. Sorry to them. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to the Winterfest and how that's gonna pan out. Also, Skye's Bay, shall we say, Skye's love interest, who I mentioned in the last question's answer, he has acquired the love bug trait. I didn't give it to him in cast, he just acquired it through gameplay, and I've not played much with Love Struck, so I'm really excited to see what this means for Skye, whether or not there's maybe going to be like quite a quick push for commitment, maybe moving in, something like that, or a proposal happening soon, which would work really well with my plot. So yeah, keep your peepers peeled for him. I think he comes into, let me think, he comes into it in episode 16, so for you that's really not long away. It's just 4 episodes, so you're going to meet him in October for sure. He's coming up quick actually. I got the question from my friend Abby, how do you get the angles to film at? And I use the free camera function in The Sims, so no mods or anything like that. I mean, I do play with mods, I'm not trying to say it's mod free, but to get these angles, what I do is I hit tab when I'm filming, and it takes me into free camera mode, which means that the UI disappears around the edges, so you've got a shot like we've got in front of us now. I can use W, A, S and D keys to move around, the mouse to adjust the angles. The camera will follow kind of the mouse's angle, so you can like just kind of turn around with the mouse, and the Q and E to lower and raise the camera. So I just fiddle until I'm happy, and then I press pause and play using the 0 key, and that's how I get these down in with the Sims shots. So it's more like kind of like a drama or a kind of series, you know, we're filming down low rather than the pie shot that you'd get if you were kind of playing normally. And I don't know if I'm weird, but I do play like this. Like I tend to queue up some activities and then get down like this, so I can kind of like be in like a POV situation with my Sims. I feel like it like allows me to know my Sims better and to feel more connected to their stories. So yeah, this is just how I play, but that is how I get those angles. Next question is, when will Skye age up into a young adult? And I am playing on long lifespan, which means she's got quite the ways to go, and she actually does have another full calendar year as a teen, which I realised the other day, which means I'm doing a bit of a Benjamin Button, a little bit of going back on myself, but I hope you forgive me. I've said previously in the series that she's 18, but I'm actually going to wind that back and say that she's kind of approaching 18. She's about 17 years old. So yeah, I hope you'll forgive me that little change. I figured it was easier to do it early on, but I don't want to age her up prematurely, and she is going to have a full academic year after the one she's currently in. So yeah, I wanted to clear that up. And this question is linked, but I have asked it to myself purely because I wanted to answer it as a part of this video. So my question to myself is, has anything not gone to plan while filming? And I'd like to say to Annalie, who asked this, yes, as you know, as I know, as I am already aware, I lost all the footage on my Mac in June, maybe July. It's hard to tell now because time just times, doesn't it? It just times whether you want it to time or not. So I lost a bunch of footage for Life of Skye, including some really important episodes, and I have re-recorded them. One of them was the Breathe episode, and one of them was another episode where nothing much happened, and another one. I think I've had to record 3 or 4 of these episodes that you've seen so far, and honestly, they've been my least favourite episodes. Trying to remake something that was good and you were happy with is always going to lead to disappointment. So yeah, really pissed about that, and because of that I've decided not to remake the next 2 episodes, which are, one of them is called, sorry, the next one is not a remake, but the one after that is called Brindleton Bake Off, and it should have been a remake, but we're not doing that. And then the one after that is Get Ready With Me for Halloween, and again, we're not going to remake that. So instead of remaking those 2 episodes, I'm going to do something different, and one of the things I'm going to do is, I believe that I'm going to burn down the high school. Now, that's just me probably rebelling a little bit at the idea of having to redo something again. But also it's going to help me with this idea that she's going into a new academic year, going to bring in some more students. If we're going to be teens forever, let's make it interesting, exciting, let's spice things up. So please stick around for the series. 84% of you are not subscribed, so please subscribe, help my channel out, and after you do that, go do something nice for yourself. Bye!